What's up, everybody? It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a lovely Sunday afternoon here in the glorious Phoenix Valley of the Sun. All the sun's out. We were walking to, Lindsay and I were walking to a quote church, humanist meeting, as you will. And we were just walking in. We had to walk like a block to get to the meeting place, and it was like just nippy enough in the shade that you kind of wanted a jacket, but not really. But in the sun, it was glorious, and it's so nice here. Anyway, enough about the glorious weather that is Phoenix all the time, except for when it's raining. The very little that does. This week's episode is brought to you by Ari Shaffir being amazing. So, this week we're focusing on a new prophet. I hope you guys get the video game reference. If you don't, that's okay. So I was listening to some podcasts, while I'm with Lindsay on breaks. It just doesn't happen. We listen to music because that's what she wants. She doesn't want to listen to Joe Rogan. She doesn't want to listen to Sean Carroll or Ari or Shaffir or whoever I'm listening to. Skeptic's Guide. So she'll sometimes listen to them. But anyway. But I was catching back up, riding to and from work, and he was talking about his year in review. And two things jumped out at me. Thing number one was that he is a large proponent of people thinking for themselves. He wants he went over his year, and I listened to probably 80% of the podcasts that he was talking about. Maybe 90. But the one thing that came through a lot in what he was talking about was he wants people to think about what they're doing, think about how they are acting in their environment, which is definitely something the church wants to promote. So step one, he wants you to think for yourself. Step two, so in the larger, he had this plan last year. He wanted to produce/direct a special. And not even produced/direct. He wanted to create, he said. He wanted to take this any comic, he didn't care who it was, and build a special for them, essentially, which I thought was a pretty... I understand what he was going for. He's done enough specials. He's seen what makes them good, what makes them not good. He wants to create the perfect special. Almost it seems like he almost wants to make a template that would be a work of art in and of itself. Which I can totally understand. It's a design. It's a work of design. That's art. Same thing. So I totally get it. And he didn't do it. He didn't do it this year. He was been working on his own hour of material for his special, and therefore that takes a lot. I would imagine takes quite a bit of the creative genius. He's thinking about what he's doing. So he didn't get a chance to do this other special or help make this other special, create the special. And it in the episode, you can hear in his voice how he's got a bum. He's not super bummed. He's man, I should have done it. And I feel the same way. There's times, especially playing Frisbee, or after I've had a meeting about something where I'm man, should have said this or not said that or said this other thing, whatever it is. I totally get that. It's that same thing. He's I didn't get to my. It was that same level of I could have done better. He's I could have done it. Maybe, and and again, admittedly, he's doing his own art, so give himself again. We want to be very lenient here. He's just another conscious being who's doing his thing. So let's not look too harshly on him. He's probably again judging himself, and more harshly than anyone else is going to judge himself or judge him. So I was the moral is. He said this year he's going to do it. He's taking that goal. He's taking that goal that he didn't meet, that he went for, or guess not really, but he had the thought. He wanted to do it. He's got the idea. He's done some planning. It would seem he's got everything laid out. He knows what he wants to do. He just needs to do it essentially. And I think it's really that's the important part, was that not only did he recognize that his failure, his shortcoming, but he said, you know what, I'm going to keep that goal. Like, it's not like, just because I didn't do it last year doesn't mean I can't do it this year. Doesn't mean I can't keep that goal, move it forward, and maybe try something different. Maybe make a little bit stronger of a plan. Maybe make a little bit more concrete of a plan. Find someone that he can build it around, or whatever it is going to be, like whatever that next step would be. But he's making that next step. He's taking the next step. He's doing the thing, and that's what makes him the prophet. That's what makes him a prophet. He's like going out there saying, like, hey, you can fail, but also remember, even if you fail, you can then take that failure and use it as a stepping stone for some later greater success. Which I think what he needs to do, not only does he need to make a special for somebody, what he needs to do is start looking at, like, building the perfect, not that some of them aren't amazing, like the store and the seller and stuff like that, but like maybe start thinking about like building the perfect comedy club as like a perfect entity, because they're still using buildings that were originally designed for like other purposes. So like maybe that's the next logical constellation. I mean, there you go. There's an idea. But anyway, it's halfway through the month. Other news, it's also, so it's the first month of whatever resolution you might be doing, if you did any resolutions. If you didn't, remember, cool. Hope you're doing something just to make yourself better anyway, regardless of New Year's, blah, blah, blah. But it's that time. My resolution's working out, my quote resolution's working out really great. I resolved to myself that I was going to make sure I was going to do at least one video. Hey, we're making sure I'm going for that goal again. I didn't get it last year. I'm going to do it this year. See, I'm doing the same thing. But how's everyone else doing out there? Do you need who's lost some weight? Who's noticing some changes in energy? Who's noticing whatever, if you're doing a diet thing? Who's noticing some changes in thought pattern? Maybe you're doing some mental yoga. Maybe you're doing some sit and thinking stuff. Like, I want to know about it, so let me know about it. I hope it's going well. I hope you stuck with your plan, whatever that plan would be. And I think I'm going to write that down. Next week, I'm going to talk about plans, because I was never a plan guy, but because of Lindsay and also because of other people's influences, I've seen how planning is important. And we're going to talk about making plans and how your plans should look, what they should sound like, stuff like that. I think that's what I should start doing. I should start leaving off with what I'm going to talk about next time. Therefore, I'm like forcing it, making sure I'm not waiting until the last day to do my resolution, right? We're all works in progress. Just be better tomorrow than you were today, okay? You be better tomorrow when you okay. Everyone else, you get it. All right. Love everyone. Be good. Peace.